So it's time for the Samsung.
Okay, Sentinels on defense. We've got G2 on attack. And let's see if Sentinels can get off to a good start.
With our grand final, a trophy on the line. And as you said, that is going to mean so much to G2.
TP goes in. Damage.
Early start. That's a rapid
dude,
approach.
we've
fault line, salvos, all going to be combined, and it gets Jorgo out of space deep up mid.
They've been heavy investing into this combo, really.
Slow going for
and
now.
they have a lot of stuff down for
we
sure.
haven't seen this composition have a mirror match.
So they take over towards Vents. They beat all the stuff in middle. And then they fake clone Heaven and then go in instant A split.
Tough to hold space. There's so much utility pressure coming towards you. And Leaf gets tucked up, inserted really deep. Do they go for a re-clear?
Looks like they want to, but there's a gap in the wall, and Leaf already ahead of him.
Oh no, this flash is going deep, and Leaf is just going to have an easy one.
It's going to be just avoiding him completely, and Leaf, potential to do the damage with the backstab occurring. They're putting a squeeze now onto those players. Ram control earned and theirs, and out of sight is next for the taking. John QT. Hell of a task. He's got to anchor this one. He's going to be tested momentarily. Pushed up onto the corner. Shots are landing for him though, but his allies being whittled away in the background. The reposition around into the smoke. So in that chaos, but G2 are very
aware. John did incredible
waiting
though.
for that smoke to fade, taking a fight together, leaving it into that 2v1. Quick tap. Snakebite forces it forwards.
Yes. Jogamo tanks a good amount of damage planting.
It's clever positioning, but now it's about the timing. Swinging around, Jogamo holding his ground. A tap as well.
Hey, very nice. He's celebrating before he starts to fuse in. It's sick. Yeah, it's John into Zalsa's hero runs, but they need that kind of stuff.
Genuine cinema in the pistol round. Landing ghost shots to be able to make it somewhat winnable for Zelsis, but it was still so tough. The G2 players at all times were trying to double up and offer SEN no opportunities to take 1v1s. John still managed to get a couple, and Zelsis separates them with a perfect snakebite placement. That's a Red Bull clutch that carries on the momentum and the excellent gameplay that we saw in the last match from Zelsis. He was untouchable at the beginning of the series against MIBR. Gets him on his feet early, pumped up, and that energy is going to help SEN.
Getting the judge out early sometimes scares me. We'll see.
It's so damn difficult. Best of fives in this fashion when G2 have that top seed advantage.
This is interesting from Sentinels because G2 on this map are very good A default that they've used a lot over towards A Heaven. Oh, that's a judge doing that.
And the salvos had some necessary defense. Bit more firepower. The spikes drop down into the middle of nowhere. Flash and a
Jogamo, he distracts though for Jonah to get some kills. Yeah, I'm excited to see how they shut down the A Heaven.
It'll be healthy going into the third.
It's almost impossible to hold B Heaven against this composition. Again, we haven't seen it with G2 on the attack side, but when SEN are attacking, you're running into Breach, Omen Paranoia. I mean, it's going to be Astra Stuns on the other side.
Ivanitis, thank you so much, dude.
What, like
thank you for saying that as well.
I appreciate you watching. Got stunned. It looked so uncomfortable, and yet he got the job done. Arguably because G2 were only on the pistols, but it doesn't matter. It'll get the job
buy
done.
round, and this is the default I was talking about. Oh, it's different. We change it up. Normally they do TP here, and then they have the insta drone. If the drone sees people, they stun. They can Astra, util, and sometimes they flash as well. But this time, they change it up.
G2 have actually taken it.
And this is very similar to pistol round macro. Jorg has to get out. That was the same position that Leaf tucked himself into on the pistol round.
Yeah, so we'll see when G2 kind of go back into their normal style of play.
Bodies on the line in the re-clear, but using util instead and regaining presence information in a ramp. This is a spot where G2 often like to move to the opposite side, whereas instead here they're grouping up.
Yeah, they save the drone for sight hit.
Just going to go for it now. Going to be sending forward to that util. That's a good drone. Suppression across the board. A bit of spam into the smokes. That's just Valen. Yeah, unlucky from the rate, but defensive, understanding that the flood could come through.
Great positioning already. Though,
that's nice. We'll keep an eye on
Jogamo.
If he gets another kill, gets his ult.
They realized because of the Tejo drone from Trent that it was completely empty, playing for the retake, and now they have Jonah P with Leaf ready to stop this ramp retake. SEN actually split up, trying to go from both sides at once.
Makes it awkward. Clash that's about
Nice
to
shot.
occur. Zekken was opening himself up wide there, but a beautiful one to win out. Clone's going to be tagging and taking a couple of the bullets here. G2 just trying to force and fight their way out of this tricky spot. They were under that pressure, as you mentioned, straight through main, but Jonah P being that backup policy, and John QT left to see what he can do. It's a 1v3 with time ticking against him.
Damage is great. An extra armor off of them would be nice here.
At this point, a little bit too late to go for the play, just trying to play for those exit kills.
Alright, Valent's going to be one away from his ult, and
in their hands,
Jorgemo,
a couple of ults as well being close to earned.
I think he's one away
It's a
from
great
his.
bonus for Sen. I think, you know, zoom out. Yeah, G2 take the round and get on the board, but Sentinels are still in a great spot here.
One enemy remains.
They're going to be able to apply pressure to the economy. Jorgemo's picking up a stinger into this
Valen
next
playing
round.
on site with the Astra. Yeah, I wonder if they're changing it up a little bit, 'cause this whole round was completely different to how they played recently.
Jorg, stinger, with the Euro ult though. So definitely a potential for him to come out of the dimensional drift and get a free pick with that light weaponry.
Yeah, it's the absolute classic. Got a drone as well. It's double info.
Might have missed it, but he's going to be
Stun, salvos. Wait, Zelsis has done great. Can he get more?
Zelsis, he has stepped up to that challenge. Regardless, still, it's too much for him to overcome. Double faced up there by the G2 players, and side controllers garnered.
Picture
Slow
perfect.
down.
Picture perfect entry from G2 though. That's how you're supposed to use the Euro ult. All the pressure's on Sen now.
Yeah, I mean the Euro with the breach is just incredible.
Second wave of things here. Sending it a bite. Speaking of biting it down, second, he's offloaded it into
Big
him,
1v1.
Spike out into the yoke.
Nice, dude. Individuals of Sentinels are doing good, man. It's kind of two for John, really.
From Sen today. You see Sentinels on this
And-
stage.
and that was
prior to
against
their
the
match
Euro
against MIBR. Like the early games from Sen. They are not
Second,
hitting
yeah,
shots
no,
like this.
I mean,
Not
I feel like all three of them did
at the
insane,
same
because
time.
Zelsis did good to get that
Second
kill.
just fried,
Second did
trying to follow the
unbelievable, and then
entry.
John's cleaned it up.
Sean's been playing great ever since the pistol. Those ghost kills he got. He's also winning clutches like that. In order to beat G2 today, Sen need to be firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and they
they've
started
certainly
it.
started that way.
Yeah, they have started.
The form they're bringing
Next
to
round
the
there's going to be a
game
lot
is
of
ridiculous.
ults. A lot of
And it's
ults.
not like that was a bad round from G2 there.
And this is still Sentinel, sorry, this is still G2, not going for their normal play yet.
Be heaven makes it difficult for Zelsis to hold there.
This is
Forced backed
completely
away,
different
puts the
from their
pressure up
other
onto
one.
Heaven, jump spot, sees the heads. There's an outlaw going to be waiting for them though. If they choose to take the fight towards it, pushing forward, Zekken.
Yeah, I mean, Zeken's got
Grabbed the
4
one
more
with
people
Valor
that he
being
can
dropped,
one-shot.
but now putting a bit of a squeeze onto the side. Still, Heaven needs to be regained, and it's weaker weaponry. More util where that came from as well. Coverage on every single.
It's incredible. It's 2 armor rebuys, that's it.
Cleanly dealt with. The G2 Eco finds no results. Zekken's got his
G2 haven't
ultimately
played
be
this
able to
map?
play some kind of
Wait,
retake
who
style
does
here.
the same
Zelsis,
comp
we
that
saw
I'm
him
thinking of
ult a
then?
lot in mid. Previous matches where he's played on split. There's no Euro ult on the other side
Zen?
to try to apply pressure through.
Oh.
Armageddon.
Is that the
It's possible
default that I'm
throwing
thinking
out a
of?
Viper pit in this next round could be a little bit of a trap. Let's have a look at what he goes for early
Wait,
on
that is
here.
the default that I'm thinking of.
Yep, he goes for the pit. All right,
Okay.
do they have a good game plan?
That's gonna
for
be
taking
interesting.
space? Teo drone, stun.
Wait, Sentinel's split is kind of legit then,
He's going to try dominate that position once more.
because their
Steps into
attack's
the
really
pit.
nice.
That's a blight onto the map, but not for Zelsis.
It was only Jonah P that actually scaled through mid.
Losing that though, it's a bit whiffy straight through the wall. Armageddon's going to be offloaded anyway. On top of that with a Cosmic Divide, why not use everything at your disposal? G2 will gain access to the site, gain access to the plan,
Okay,
and
you
renewal
should
into the round in terms of
should
that time.
imagine they have
This
a
is gonna
pretty
be a very
good.
tough post plan. You're holding on
Yeah,
against
the
Yoru,
Teo
Zekken sees
ult
everybody,
is
and John
like
has his ult.
the best
They
over
need to
towards
rely on
B.
Jorg finding a good
You can
timing
literally
through
just
the
ult
pit
the
in mid,
whole
and
of
Zelsis
backside
has got the
here.
watch on.
Decade, it's being watched for, and Jorgemo somehow wins that
How
fight
did
out.
Jorg win that?
And with that, thrown into their sides with a TP reposition once more, but the Armageddon is a problem. TP again, step forwards, and John has dealt with him. He was a pesky problem, Jorg.
Yeah, this smoke
Less thing to
saved
worry about
G2.
still. This is where it gets tight. Thick and heavy in terms of what's being laid down onto this side. Second side step, happy feet in the process. Snap to the side. A stun connects.
Okay, what a great stun.
Trent
Yeah, Trent
is
did very good on
firing
this.
off.
I was thinking that maybe it could have been a little bit more convincing, but Jorgemo getting that kill was
Trent
everything.
just keeps the rifle towards the end. The economy
Dude, these
is
rounds are
constantly
close,
pressured,
though. All of
for
them.
this side that came through the upper bracket and has yet to drop a map. It's a Red Bull clutch with an amazing stun lineup. I mean, look at that, knowing exactly that that is going to catch on to anybody that's tapping or diffusing. But at the same time, I think Sen can feel pretty comfortable, but this becomes a super important round. G2
The
need to
tail,
win it.
I think it could have been better, but it wasn't
Mostly
too
light armor,
bad.
but they have the ults
I
to
was
work around.
more impressed with the smoke that was here
You
for them
can
to
run
go
a fast
into.
hit here for G2. Yoriwalt finds people. Jonah P destroys them.
No hug middle from the G2 players. They clear out most of the way towards the
Yeah,
site.
well, that's a free
and
site.
gonna set
Gotta
himself
start
up.
looking at the money. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't buy next.
Viper's Pit as well. That's going to make it that much more difficult for the retake to occur for Sen.
So now you're thinking, okay, the retake's going to come from ramp side now. And Valen's there. The Tail drone did not clear.
Missed them.
And if you run this retake, you're going to land into the Rolling
Oh.
Thunder. And Sen's
They're gonna
economy
commit it.
is not amazing.
This is very much all in.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
like
back
this.
break
I like this
around
change up.
Viper.
This is
He's
probably a good
done for one,
idea.
this time committed over to the left
Breach
side
or
of
for
the site.
breach or
A lot of players
two of
gonna
them
be close
dodged
to
over
stun
towards
gun in
heaven
the
though.
process. Second in and through towards the back. Masterful shot, returning with the fire once more, but narrator's dropped down.
We gotta
to
keep
help
an
them
eye on the
out.
security, which is
Reinforcements
Valen
are
at the
arriving.
moment.
Look at that. What is that from Jorgamo? Snaps to the side. Still alive. The pit causes chaos, causes confusion. Haven't to defuse.
Yeah, Valen was the security on this one. It was incredible. Astrasuck was also like delayed by the second, so delayed that little bit of extra
That's what
time as well.
G2 needed to be able to get back into this game. The money's flipped. Sen are now the brokies on the defense side. What was this?
What is that, dude?
So is that how he won a trophy? Was it?
Yeah, what is that?
He's just been cheating all these years. Oh, that's crazy.
Hey, that was
It was
wild.
the ults that ended up winning it there for G2, and a great awareness of Valen's positioning.
Yeah, it's a lot better in the afterplan as
Now
well. We were
Sen,
speaking about
bad weaponry.
how Valen was more on
They are
site
going
this
into
time
back, though, as
afterplan.
the Guardian.
And we got trap play, contact into stun, damage, breach damage.
Guardian, straight through the wall. Bullets not gonna
Hey,
be caring
they
about
did-
that
they-
business.
They
Trent took damage from
tanked.
that. Actually,
Yeah,
Trent
no,
and
they
Valen
tanked
both
quite a
took
lot of
from
damage
that.
here.
It's a nice little trap play. Sen are cooking.
It's the opening that they were hoping for, especially when their money has been battered to this degree, because
Heretics? Yeah, they got wrecked today.
I mean, you could easily classic right click Valen or Trent to death at this point.
The
So
confidence
damage
is missing.
Super important. Sen don't know it's happened though necessarily because it was off the back of util damage, so they might not realize these players are as vulnerable as they are. Valen's calling a re-hit onto B, and Sen are still here, lurking, waiting.
Stacking.
This looks really
Merc is much
bad
more
for
on
G2.
point with the meta.
Util
Yeah,
being
it's a
held
heavy lean
both
into
of these teams.
Teo, Breach, Yoru,
It's going to be a clash.
and then Vice on the Vice maps.
The danger mainly here for G2. They can hear it starts being propped down. Fault line salvos.
What's on the
clearing
line?
way, but it's
Champs
gonna use
points
pound for pound. You
and
can see it.
seeding for Bangkok.
Snake bite and the salvos of their own. Senna
And if
with
you're in
the
Americas, you
launch
kind of want to
visible from
avoid
there. Not shying
EDG
away from the
and
fight and the action.
Vitality,
Paranoia
so
on top of it with the orb up into
seeding's
the
pretty
baseline,
big.
spam into the backline, maybe just off the TP. Sound cue, something being heard off the back of it. Still,
15 seconds.
They're swiveling around all over the place here, and time is running short. Shy of the mark still, wrapping around.
Dude, he's
Bullets
got
healing.
a...
And head's not quite popped.
Ooh,
The
I
players
thought
are
that
weak enough
Zelsis
to-
might
the
go for
slightest
that.
of breeze is going to be bringing them down to their knees. A 2v2.
Such low
Well,
HPs
back
that
up.
it shouldn't happen, but...
Popped up. And then he's
Whoa.
positioning. And he's on these shots, John. Has just
No way, that's crazy. Dude, I chat. How calm they are here as well. To not overextend with the tap of the spike is wild. John is playing so good.
Once more, the individual form has got to be praised. It's a 2v2 where the players, they've got 60 health between them.
Yeah, it's a different sense.
They're quiet on this one, dude. They had like 50 HP between them.
G2 had just got themselves into a better spot. We were just talking about
Oh,
the
it's
fact
so
that
fast.
with that huge ult round that they got onto A, they've broken the Sentinels' economy. What matters that if you lose then to the E?
It's just like, what even is that?
Zelsis, by the way, utterly continuing that momentum from yesterday. 11-4.
Boss is
There
out
was
that
no
early
world in which
timeout.
you
This
could
is
have
nice,
convinced
dude.
me a week ago that Zelsis would be out here diffing Leaf. Leaf looked like the best player in Americas and kind of has been looking like that for longer than Zelsis has been having big impact games. We think of Zelsis as the glue guy that keeps Sentinels together.
Yeah.
Having Liquid as a chance tomorrow? Yeah, for sure. I would give him
But this is purely in the server
vitality.
in
Let's
terms of
think. I give him
its impact.
35% today, so I would give him
Honestly, this time out, first time we've had
vitality.
the
Look kind of sick. I'll give him
Yeah.
25.
Composition, I mean,
In a
listen,
best
you
of
look at
5,
these, I'm thinking, okay,
I'll
it's
give
gonna be
him
a
I'll give him
slow game.
25.
Two teams testing, poking, prodding at each other.
No,
But there's been no
I want to say
wasted moments
30,
from
but
either of them.
dude,
Anytime
double
there's a
double
Yoru
ban,
online,
and
the
with how
attacking
good
team is sending
vitality's
it.
looking.
And then even when they
Not a
don't
fan.
have the Yoru online, they have so much attacking initiator power that they can take space really quickly.
I think the other Weber can
Maybe-
fix heretics.
Maybe
yeah,
that means
yeah.
that G2 should be slowing
Give 'em a little
things
bit of
down
time.
little, trying to bait out the Sen reclears. But
It's-
Sen have also had
it's sloppy
great
from
reads,
them,
like, for
and it's
example, in
also
that fire
aim
round, they kept
duels.
the 4 players
Like
stacked up towards
every
B with only Zek
individual
watching A heaven.
isn't at their
Jonas not
peak
just been
form.
firing, he's been
It'll take a
reading the
little bit.
game very well. After the pistol, it should be said, it has been somewhat even in terms of the rounds, but G2 have been constantly under economic pressure, and now you see the result of that.
Okay, pressure over towards 8, but that got straight up cleared by Bang here.
Contact up towards ramp, so he pulled out a lot of that.
Zelsis is doing the classic.
The spot, not clear by
Ooh.
drone.
Guys, you must know he always plays here.
The presence of mind just not quite there for G2. Still vulnerable up.
Dude, he's 13 to 4. Zelsis in the past 2 days
That's a
looks
spot that you could argue
unbelievable.
is too high risk, high reward to play on an anti-eco.
I know the
But-
timings.
He's still going for it. The Sen players are still confident enough
No,
to
clearing
make
that with the
plays and
drone,
not play
it's
scared
a
in
little
these
bit criminal
spots.
just purely because,
Can G2
I mean,
turn this?
he is in this area, and especially that
Applied a
corner,
little bit of ramp pressure at the start of
I
the
would say
round,
like
but John is still
50%.
watching it.
within the first like 30 seconds of a
Two
round.
players in mid where they last saw G2, and 2 players.
That's his
went for
spot. That's what I mean.
information.
It's literally his spot. It's still very. I've always spoken about this. It's impressive how fearless he is over towards middle and doesn't get punished.
Like we've been talking, they're not shying away from the fight, even though they're against the eco. Willing to take risks, willing to take fights. G2 will be lucky to get a plant in this instance. Trent, barely alive, barely hanging on. The stun and the salvos might do the job, but it's a pick your poison situation.
bullets.
He's out into the open.
Ooh.
He's honestly
How has he got
lucky to be
that?
granted just that. Still, shut
Looks a
down.
little bit odd
Sen
from
now
Bang's
up to
POV.
6. It's astounding from them, this bounce back that is literally happening on our screens.
And so similar to last year. The low bracket run, kickoff, finding momentum, finding their form.
Yeah.
This Sen team went on a revival tour in 2024. This organization was a bit more of just like the clout org kind of prior to 2024. They were popular, but weren't really doing too much.
Second when the
People were
defuse
harkening
gets
back
his
to the
ult.
glory
Okay,
days
give
of
me.
when, oh, Tens was on Reyna. And then last year they proved that with the right squad, they could actually win trophies and bring them back to Sen City.
One enemy
Did a
remaining.
great job at the start of the year.
Here's the little
Made
buy
top
rounds,
4
what we
in
got.
champs as well, a second kind of peak. And now they're looking to run that back again in 2025. G2 can't afford to let
Pretty good
too
ults on
much
attack.
momentum
You could
build.
definitely combo him well.
They absolutely need this one.
They really do. You
They
don't
got
want
Yoru
echoes of
ult,
the
so they
past,
can
but
leave
to
a
send
site
one
if they
back.
want to,
Surgeons have formed through the
or
lowers.
leave both sites if they
Taking
want
it
to.
all the way to Bangkok. For G2, they've been in this spot before. Making it to the finals, but never able to lift that trophy in Americas. Money in the back pocket though means that they've got rifles to work with, and a lot of util where that came from. 20 seconds into the round, steadily taking that control, but instead of being so good with the reclears and the refights, and you're seeing it again, used out, primed and ready once more. It's flashes exchanged, and a quick tap to the side. Jogamo was able to at least return that kill. Not quite a trade, but it turns it into the 4v4.
G2 still got quite a bit of space though.
Here comes the Astral. Do they want to push onto site or play it safe?
Bang goes forwards.
Yeah, it goes forwards and
Bang is
Bang's ahead of it.
making a play.
Oh my,
Ooh.
timing to be caught. You can hear it. Boom's ricocheting behind him. Team's being bought and brought back into the fight and a fray. Plant online for G2. No pushback, and not playing anybody on site.
They're going to wait for the Yoru ultimate. Here
Here
comes
it is.
Seconds retake.
Yeah, Dimensional Drift is
Yeah.
going to give full information.
But we
now
said they're
for
able to play
retake to occur.
full
Spots
retake
the
on this
one.
one. Trying to
Yoru
trade
player now.
heaven
Jogamo
once they go
has
over towards site.
potentially evacuation.
So
but I'm not sure
Zelsis
how many
is very
TPs he's
key in
actually
this
got
round. He needs to
inside
play
the smoke
super
player,
late.
weaving in and out,
That
and
is
it's about
unlucky
that
timing.
Missed it. Narrate finds it. Salvos pushing them back and away. They still got the pull as well to play this one to the early hours of this. Narrate sticking half onto the defuse already. It is a
Very
real spot,
nice.
And it is perfection in motion. Sentinels just dissecting.
It's very nice, man. Fair play.
The site.
So
They
this
know
was
exactly what is going
this
on.
is cool from them.
Amazing protocols there from Sen.
Really, really good.
On
Shout out
the
to Zos.
retake,
It's just
they're in. They take
so on
space,
top of what he
and
has
then
to
they
do
have
here.
two players ready to catch the
This is great from him as well. Just like hiding when the wall's not
Bang
up,
goes with them.
and then
Bang is
faces
part
every
of
time the
this
wall's
retake,
up,
and then teleports back
and then
up
even
to
had the
heaven to be
TP so
able
that
to
he
play
could
with
trade off of him
Celsius, so
when
you
they
don't
realized
just
that
put
there wasn't that many
everything
people on site.
Celsius to stop the heaven reflank.
Their
Valiant was
reactions
holding
from the
pull
info
for
they
way
got
too long,
was
but it wouldn't have mattered
perfect.
anyway. That's 3 retakes in a row. Sen are running away with this map.
That is echoes of their old split gameplays. One of the things they did so well was that A retake protocols. It was missing at the beginning of this year, to be honest.
It's so similar to last year, isn't it?
Yeah.
They have changed a lot. You know, John has changed his role completely.
They've changed.
They lost 2
so
really
much.
solid structural members.
Here we go. We know he likes to play over towards mid, or surely this one's too much.
Take the timing past that one. Fault line's good though. Slows down the potential pace that could be occurring on the backside of it. Celsius suppressed up though, and we'll have to respect that space is given up in through mid.
How many rounds did G2 need?
If Jorgamo manages to
Sentinel's
get a kill,
attack
he
was
has
really
the
good, but I'm
dimensional
expecting
drift,
them to
and that could
anti it,
change the texture
so
of this fight a lot.
maybe. Honestly, they might even need
He's not being
5.
offered anything.
Bang is
They
so
might need
far
the last
forwards,
2.
though. Smoke to play himself inside of, and TP to get away from it.
They're doing this stuff constantly. I mean, again, it's on a situation where G2 have got a weaker buy.
The attack,
But
yeah,
they're
looked
so
really
happy
good
to take
yesterday.
aggressive fights and find the timings. They're playing with 0 respect, and I
Yeah.
think that's really knocking G2.
It's definite key.
30 seconds
Players
left.
though look their way up forwards. The gun might just give away the plot. Bang takes
Perfect.
the timing.
Dude,
and takes their
Bank's
heads
farming in this
away.
one area. He's got pretty much all his kills from that one
Spikes
area.
drop down in the middle of nowhere here. G2 don't really have a chance in hell. Jorgamo rips it from behind. That's a dimensional drift.
I was going to say he was
Considered,
about
but
to
not
do
ripped
it.
off.
Yeah.
And the rate locking it
Very,
all
very nice. Look at
in.
that aim right now as well. It's
Down
looking
and
solid.
out. There's no stepping over that boundary of heaven control. This is 8 rounds now for Sen.
It's too clean. It looks lovely. But at the same time, G2 are not the same squad that we've seen on this stage so far in Americas. They're getting caught. They're not double clearing smokes together. They're not aware of certain angles. And they're not anticipating these re-clears, which, to Sen's credit, are wonderfully timed. I know that G2 had talked a lot, joked kind of painfully in the past about them
Looking like a
choking when it
similar
came to the
round.
finish line in certain
Yeah,
America's
split
tournaments
B.
before.
I mean, this is
gonna
the
have to turn
Fnatic
this around.
Classic. They would
Once
pretty
more,
much
no time
always
to
win around when
catch
they
your
had
breath.
Euro ult, just because this is
Jorgamo
so,
got away
so
with a
strong.
dimensional drift, and again back with the disrespect.
Damn, dude, people are getting pretty good at playing against the
Dominating the
Euro.
smoke
People are going to
positions.
have to
Out
maybe
through the back as
simplify
well
their
as
strats a little bit, or like
Lay it down on top.
expect the push into
Flash
smokes
in your
more.
face. You are blinded up. And very little chance, very little opportunity for Jonah P to pave a way to victory. It's a 9-3
Really, really nice.
start to split.
It's really nice.
Utter domination. If you listen
Damn,
to the
I'm
analysts on
I'm
this
impressed,
show,
man.
you'd be
That was
expecting
really
domination
nice.
in this
It was
match,
like a
not
good
this
amount of
way around.
individuals, but also a lot of like their team
Both
play
of
was
these
really
squads have managed
nice.
to battle against upsets in the bracket so far to be able to get their way to Masters
How
Bangkok.
can chat?
And now
Last
we're
time
here
they
fighting
did
for a
this
trophy, and
split,
Sen,
they
brought their
droned
final
B
form.
main.
G2 yet to show up.
Why didn't they
Unreal
drone B main
confidence on
this
display
time?
by Sentinels, and will they be able to keep that momentum
I
going?
didn't
That
look at
is
what
the big
the
question we're
tail
going to be
was doing.
finding out after this.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be.
He droned mid.
You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone. And you'll get iPhone 16 on us. That's a value of up to $1,600, only on Verizon.
Yeah, that's weird.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Okay, chat, let me mute this one. AJ1P9 with the Prime. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate the Prime usage. Thank you for doing that. Been 9-3 every half since yesterday. Oh yeah, you're right. That's actually wild. It's still going. Tom THFC98. Thank you so much as well. Thank you so much, Tom. Sen? Yeah, Sen are cooking them, I agree. Dude, John is playing great. Like, honestly, all the individuals from Sentinels have turned up. Will the Bangkok draw be done in EMEA? I'm not sure how they're going to do it. I don't know when it goes down.
From SEN, honestly, playing with utmost confidence, but sometimes that's what it takes. They're here against G2. It's a matchup where, listen, G2 have the advantage of that upper bracket. They can choose which maps they end up going to in terms of banning 2 of them out of the pool potential of 5.
Well, good, Lexi. Sleep well. It's Nick with the tier 1. Thank you for the 9 months. Thank you. And Yaki with the Prime. Thank you for the 12 months. I appreciate that also. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll keep an eye on the pistols. 1-0.
At the same time, it feels like Sen knew exactly what to expect in this game because they play almost exactly.
Sen? No, I think they're incredibly drolled on this map. Yeah.
Such amazing reads in the first half.
Heavy stack players from the G2 side. Salvos clearing out towards Ven. That's a fault line up on top of the angle. He's trying to play and defend his teammate. Stuns are going to be fading, but flash into the face when the clone goes down. Still off to the round. Poor
John again. Leaf has to kill at least one.
He's taking space and taking fight straight to them. They are cleaning up every possible angle where a player could be.
Is it doable?
Hiding tucked
Oh,
to the
really?
corner. Leaves it down to Trent in that 1v4, and he's not anticipating the hell position. John with
John's been unreal. 2-0 for the pistol. They might start this one off with a bang, to be honest. It's looking incredible.
With a ghost in hand. 13 and 5.
Sorelli_Sam with the Prime. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that as well. Thank you.
Sen have turned up today. Some spots where you'd expect G2.
Do I have a Bangkok MVP prediction?
Big value, big individual moments. And they're not here.
Probably Leaf, I guess you would say right now.
A pure eco for G2. Sen with a chance to charge up.
Darker, yeah. I think it's like Leaf.
Really
I would say either Leaf, Darker. Maybe Meteor, to be honest, just because it's Meteor. Kang or Kiko. They'll be like my fast original guesses. Zalsis? Dude, maybe we actually have to start considering Zalsis for it if he's playing in this form.
Zekin can take liberties here, just trying to fight for this space. He's not
Imagine he keeps the form up, it'd be incredible. Full eco for G2, nothing brought into this one. A lovely little double swing on this one as they lose E-Heaven control. Human drone Zalsis might want to start prodding a little bit.
Valen with incredibly wrong read there on what was going on.
Timing from Jorg, slips his way right through the back.
Oh, gets a ghost out of this.
Falls on the flank.
Okay, anything else is like a little bit costly.
Sentinels for sure taking this up to 11. It's a question of who they want to prioritize.
Kifo with the Prime as well. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you.
More useful.
Regen, I can't remember if I said thank you for the Prime as well, but I appreciate you.
It was actually quite a nice strat from Sen in this round as well.
Was Sen hiding strats the first time? Nah, they just got owns, man.
There's John getting the kill.
They were like a little bit indecisive, to be honest, and they weren't playing. They weren't playing together anywhere like this. I also think G2 look incredibly strong on the maps where Leaf is on Chamber. And the other ones maybe haven't hit as hard. They still hit pretty hard, just not as hard.
It was thrown from back, disguised that play completely.
Holy shit,
He is.
Cut the end of that off, but he is frying.
Yeah, he is frying.
That's probably what he meant to say.
That's not the word that I think that anyone has a problem with.
No, I can fill in the gaps. A quick play from Sen again.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of teams actually go for this as just their default, where you can stun, double damage. We've even seen some breach damage down here. Just make sure you always get A control and can get this orb. It looks very strong. No way, it saved him.
But Sentinels are ones in full control of the situation.
A 3v4 and John just causing a bit of a bit of a pause in the round. Bang took pressure in mid and there takes a fight.
Okay.
Head taken, Valen wins the smokes battle, takes out the lurker.
Okay,
Now
cool.
they can
Goes in to
focus
go all the way
heavily
over
on A.
towards B.
Sen without any space at all in the map right now. So things not looking great here. But a reminder that this is also pretty much a bonus. He's only Zekken that ended up full buying into this one. I think he's fairly confident he can get his Euro online and go into the next with, what, like a Bucky or something. And he'll be fine. G2 need this, and they need it cleanly. And Valen's going to have to come up with more than just the kill on Bang in mid.
One hell of a trial away.
Well,
Salva's going to make it that much more difficult.
hey, Valen did great though, because he's not getting out of there for this one.
Watch for onto the angle. Again, the util is just perfect. Buys that time and that space.
It kind of isolates Narrate over towards site.
He's using it, getting the info, double drop down, backs to the possible position, but now they should know where these players might be still out in the open. It was Trent on an island and Jorg left to do it all. 1v2!
Narrate. Dude, they got the bonus as well. Dude, it's 12-3.
Spray down into the body for just a bit of extra spice.
They might have a good go at this, because I think they win Fracture as well.
Every player on set
This could actually go 5 maps.
and playing some of their best Valorant that we've seen from them this year. Zekken's entries have been fabulous. Narrate, who
This is what Sen needed. Oh yeah,
just
to actually get them worried. I agree. Fracture is map 4. Yeah, but that's, I mean, they could then lose both of these, and then goes 5th map.
In kickoff so far, carries on that momentum, top of the scoreboard.
Gives them a safety net.
This version of Sen is going to be almost impossible to stop.
All right, 9 chances for Sentinels. I did not think I'd be saying that. We're not getting to Fracture. You think they're going to 3-0 them? Do that. After the Liquid 3-0 into this 3-0, it would be an incredible day.
Vital kill, and the rate drops.
Very exposed position for Narrate to be playing now. Zelsis
That's a lovely molly.
Clearance.
Nice though from Zelsis. Hey, did great. I thought another one was close. Yo, we'll count down on this. They still got another buy in them.
Get the 4th. But this would have to be the first of 9 rounds in a row to bring things to overtime. And I mean, if we're thinking back to Sen's ridiculous 19-21 game that we saw in the match against MIBR, they went up 9-3 in that one, and they did kind of toss a bit of a lead, but it wasn't a 12-3 lead. At some point, doesn't matter how well G2 are playing, they need Sen to unplug their monitors, I think, to lose this.
That was a beautiful 8. Mate, I think I had to write like 2 8s earlier for the Liquid game as well. That's why the practice is coming in.
Okay, still smiles on their faces.
Shaq Shuka 206 with the Prime. Thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. And we got Hitbox as well with his Prime. Thank you so much, Hitbox. I appreciate that. Dude, they go for the old school K-Corp.
Oh, that's desperate.
All the way in spawn.
Hoping against hope that Zelsis wouldn't get any help.
Yeah, K-Corp normally do the Omen Flash and the Breach Stun. I feel like that's why it works. With just the Breach Stun, it doesn't feel super convincing.
G2, honestly. Triple push from them. No kills found. Backs himself up. With the player disadvantage, a lot of difficulties. 50-second mark into this round here. Sen not opting into it, all walking away here. Salva's going to be used out towards Vent, but G2 planted themselves into mid. They know they're not taking firm control of that area.
Little bit of info gathered towards
No, but how do you Omen Flash from spawn? No, that's why they push A, right? So they can Omen Flash from here towards this. That's why K-Corp do it.
Still Armageddon. Forced to respect it. TP forward, Zekken. Cuts up the angles, cuts up the gap.
I'm pretty much just saying the strat doesn't work unless you got the Omen.
Gives him that timing, and Sentinels, they can feel it. It's blood in the water, and they are hunting it down. Trent.
Hold up, it's a 2v5 at its peak on that.
Wait a second. Spoke too soon, but Zekken
16 HP?
might be able to salvage this
Zekken joins his teammate? No.
An early finish to that.
Oh, fake TP into swing. He actually got him with it. Dude, what a statement map. That was sick from them. A little bit of individual to like get them started, and then they like backed up a lot of rounds with team play.
Sen look awesome.
The most impressive round was that that A retake, the one with the Euro ult. That was awesome.
He's playing around those heaven spots and the timing